You may think the Iranian regime is the ultimate loser of this war, but you'd be wrong, so far at least. It isn't the regime. It isn't the US or Israeli government. It isn't even the Gulf monarchies. It's the civilians. Those in Iran, those in Lebanon, those in Israel. And it is an iron law of war that it is usually the poorest civilians who suffer the most, the ones who cannot afford to escape from a bombarded city or a country, don't have a bolt hole or the means to find a refuge. As President Trump called on Iranians to take their country back, he no doubt anticipated a mass uprising in the wake of Ali Khamenei's death.
Take over your government. It will be yours to take.
But that's not what happened. Instead, the Iranian people remain frozen, haunted by the memories of a brutal government crackdown on anti-regime protests in January, terrified of being caught up in airstrikes rained down on above by American and Israeli jets. Above all, any rebellious spirit has been crushed, at least temporarily, by the presence of thousands of regime thugs on the street, explicitly threatening to shoot anybody who decides to protest against the government. All the while, the regime itself lives on, now with an even more hardline leadership and a supreme leader whose own wife and son were killed in a US airstrike. He and his allies have reasons to believe they're actually ahead. They have greater control of the Strait of Hormuz than they had going into the conflict. They even have an income stream from an oil price that has gone through the roof, and they may yet secure sanctions relief as part of a deal with America. Astoundingly, the White House may even offer relief while the countries are still at war. The US is considering lifting sanctions on 140 million barrels of Iranian oil stranded at sea in a desperate attempt to ease global energy prices. That would hand the regime a $14 billion windfall. Now, Donald Trump is talking about a peace settlement, which sounds like it would leave the same people in charge, provided they promise not to build a nuclear bomb. This war is far from over. Many things could still change, but if the guns were to fall silent today, who would come out on top? The surviving members of the regime and IRGC elite in Iran would have a good claim to first place.